Hi, allow me to start by wishing you a very happy and healthy new year. Considering how 12.3 million people across the world have already received first shots of a Covid-19 vaccine 4 days into 2021, I'd say we're off to a good start. Especially India. The Drugs Controller General of India has granted emergency approval to not one, but 2 Covid-19 vaccines. I want to give you the details as also the caveats and contexts, so let's begin. The first vaccine to get approval is Oxford University and AstraZeneca's vaccine. It's called Covidshield in India, and you need to get 2 shots of the vaccine 28 days apart for immunity to kick in. It's being manufactured by Serum Institute in Pune, which says that it has a stockpile of 75 million doses of the vaccine, with the capability of increasing it to 100 million doses by the first week of January, all earmarked for India. Covidshield is as of now India's primary Covid-19 vaccine. All states have conducted at least one dry run of the vaccination drive, and whenever the center shows the green flag, this is the vaccine that will be administered to 300 million people in the first phase. This priority database is also nearing completion. The vaccine has received emergency use approval, which means that the vaccine is not licensed yet. It can't be sold by Serum Institute in the market yet. Only the government can distribute it. The second vaccine to get approval is Covaxin, being developed by Bharat Biotech in collaboration with the Indian Council for Medical Research. This one was a surprise. We have no efficacy data for the vaccine, like how we know Oxford's vaccine is 62% effective and how Pfizer's vaccine is over 90% effective. These numbers were arrived upon after tens of thousands of volunteers were vaccinated and then observed for a period of time. In Covaxin's case, phase 3 trials are on as we speak. On Saturday, Bharat Biotech updated that of its target to vaccinate 26,000 volunteers with 2 shots, it said that it had recruited 23,000 volunteers. 1 day later, it gets approval. The Central Drug Standard Control Organization says that the approval is based on 22,500 volunteers who have been vaccinated. Experts say that the math is a little shaky on that one. After recruitment of volunteers comes inoculation over a month, then a waiting period to study when and how immunity kicks in and whether the vaccine has any side effects. In the case of Bharat Biotech, that waiting period is 42 days after the first shot, according to its own training manual. Dr. Gagandeep Kang, who has spent 20 years developing vaccine, told CNBC TV 18 that her first reaction to Covaxin's approval was utter confusion. Anand Bhan, a researcher on global health, health policy and bioethics, told TNM that the approval provided to Covaxin was disturbing. Satyajit Rath, an immunologist who was formerly with the National Institute of Immunology in New Delhi, told Indian Express that such an approval can lead to people losing confidence in the vaccination process. Bharat Biotech's Covaxin has also received emergency use approval, but in clinical trial mode, in the larger public interest, in order to have more options now that mutant variants of the coronavirus have also emerged. That's the DGCI's statement. Independent experts say that there is no data to know whether Covaxin has a special efficacy against a new virus variant strain, so that statement clarifies little. The DGCI statement also means that those who get Covaxin will be treated as volunteers in phase 3 clinical trials. Everything that applies to a volunteer in a clinical trial will apply to the recipient of the vaccine, like safety requirements, monitoring, and compensation in case of an adverse reaction. In all, many experts are questioning the need for such an approval. Meanwhile, millions of doses of Oxford's vaccines are ready to go, and the vaccine delivery system is also gearing up. It's looking like the start of India's historic immunization drive, and we'll hopefully have more clarity as the wheels start turning. I'm Pallavi Prasad, and I'll sort out the news from the noise on this very crucial update. So hit that follow or subscribe button depending on where you're seeing this. I'll stop here for today. Thank you so much for your time.